It's on, right? It's on? Mics are on?
Do I have to hit this? He's so silly. This is an open public meeting of the Neptune Township Board of Education in accordance with Chapter 231 Public Law of 1975. Adequate advance written notice. The meeting was made by posting a schedule of meetings in the main floor lobby of the Board of Education Administrative Offices and by delivery to the Asbury Park Press, the Coaster, and the Neptune Township Municipal Clerk. Advance electronic notice has been made on the district's website consistent with bylaw 0164.6. In order to abide by the Open Public Meeting Act, the Board of Education members may use their digital devices to follow the agenda, report out from meetings, and to view agenda background materials, but not to communicate with each other or with anyone outside of the meeting. Fire exits are located in the directions indicated. In case of fire, you will be signaled by bell and/or public address system. If so alerted, please move in a calmly, orderly fashion to the nearest exit. Postings have been placed on the bulletin boards for everyone's use. Please do not remove these postings. You may obtain free copies of these documents from the district's website or purchase copies by writing the Board of Education office. During public session of this meeting, parties having comments are requested to address the vice president because our president is absent. The public is advised that in accordance with bylaw 0168, an unofficial audio recording of this meeting is being made. Pursuant to state statute NJSA 26-3D-17, the Neptune Township Board of Education Policy Regulations 7434, no smoking is permitted on Board of Education property. The Neptune Township School District is a community of all learners. We value opportunity, diversity, and accountability. Roll call.
Ms. Berry? Ms. Harris?
Here.
Ms. Hoffman?
Here.
Mr. Hubbard?
Here.
Ms. Jones?
Here.
Ms. Gordon?
Here.
Ms. Brier?
Here.
Ms. Thompson? Ms. Flynn?
Here.
Ms. Lashley?
Here.
Ms. Jackson? Madam Vice President?
Yes. Will you please join us for a moment of silence? May we all stand for salute the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Loves that last sentence. One of these. Now we will have our student government remarks.
Good evening, everyone. So today we have the Art Students of the Month. For technical year, we have Kaylee McLennan. For theater performance, we have Elizabeth Podlaski. For our Athletes of the Month, for our male, we have Javion Rogers for basketball, and for our female, we have Eva Sims for swimming. For our Writer of the Month, we have Brianna Blount. For our ROT Students of the Month, we have NS1 Cadet, NS2 Cadet, and NS3 Cadet. For our Students of the Month, for our freshmen, we have Ashley Armon-Trading. Sophomore, we have Carol Morano. Junior, we have Nabi Griffin, and then for the senior, it was me.
Hey.
And then for our sports update, the girls basketball team made it to the second round of the Shore Conference. And the girls basketball team also advanced to the second round in the state tournament after defeating Middletown North at our home game. In the second round, they defeated Somerville at Somerville, and they will play Ocean tomorrow at Ocean at 5 o'clock. Wrestler Thomas Drea placed second at 132 pounds, and Jariah Jean placed third at 215 pounds at the District 22 Wrestling Championships. In other news, the spring musical Les Miserables opens next week. Performances are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night at 7 p.m. And the ASU hosted the annual read-in on February 23rd. It was a really great day. A lot of the students took part. It was really fun to kind of just be there and just be in the presence of Black literature and kind of Black music, Black art authors. And it was a really great day. And the following students won the Black History Month essay contest. First place was Emily Fleming, second place was Amanda Cruz, and third place was Victoria and Cyrus. And then at the Black History Month celebration on Saturday, we had multiple Neptune High School students who performed, and they did various things like performing original poems and dancing. And the ROTC took part in the Sterling High School drill meet this past Saturday. They had a great day, and they won third place varsity unarmed platoon, third place first year color guard, third place overall varsity division, second place first year unarmed squad, second place varsity armed platoon, first place overall first year division, first place varsity personnel inspection, first place first year personnel inspection. And the student council would like to congratulate Dr. Crater on being named the Monmouth County Superintendent of the Year.
Oh, thank you, Milani. That was nice. Thank you.
Okay, give me a minute. This is now time for our showcase by Midtown Elementary School.
All right, so the board members can go out.
I just want to see the height for a second. Okay. I just want to see your height. You can go back to this. Get a little height variation here. All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you, board members. Thank you, Dr. Crater. Thank you, Madam Vice President, for having us here in Midtown for our presentation today. And I want to thank our youngsters, and we have our third grade kids here. We also have a couple of our third grade teachers. Hi, Miss Lee and Miss Rivera. But we do have Miss Bell, who worked directly with these students who are going to present to you today. And again, I'm not going to go through the whole bio because Miss Bell has that for you, but it does involve a connection to our Black History Month.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sharon Bell. I am the proud teacher of a third grade multilingual class at Midtown Community Elementary. As many of you may or may not know, Midtown is home to our English Second Language program. We have about 110 multilingual learners in our school. Today is my honor to introduce to you 4 of our wonderful multilingual learners. They will be reading a quick biography of a poet, followed by a poem by said poet in their native language. Today, as we celebrate Black History Month, let us not forget that African roots are not just found in the US, but all over the world. A great number of these roots can be found in the Caribbean and South America. They have influenced Latin food, music, and the arts. Today, I would like to highlight a very small but very important fraction of Afro-Latino writers and some of their most well-known work. We are going to begin by meeting Natasha Carrizosa. She celebrates her African-American and Mexican heritage through her poem, Mexi Africana. Nati?
Hello, my name is Natalia Delgado Reyes. I am 5th grade and my teacher is Ms. Morrison. I'm going to read about Natasha Carrizosa. Natasha Carrizosa is a Mexi-Africana poet and writer. Her work is deeply rooted in her childhood and life experiences. Raised as the daughter of a fierce African-American mother and Mexican father, her writing reflects a dichotomy of two mixed cultures. Mexi Africana. Born with 2 tongues. I speak of, hablo de. I write of, escribo de. Mi vida cultural, colorada, pintada, paint a picture. Para que puedan ver that I am Mexi Africana. That's half and half. The whole as in, I'm tired of Aztec warriors breathed orange red fire into my lungs. That's half and half. Before I sent an entire tribe from the Congo, rained blue black blood into my soul. I am the red brown flag system, thinking and breathing them poetic thoughts. A prolific poetic poet with them red brown twisted locks. I see and record the world in black ink.
Thank you, Dani. Next, we have Dominga Lucia Molina. In her poem, Cuando tocamos un tambor, or When we play a drum, she highlights the importance of rhythm and how it's part of the nature of being a Latina of African descent. Samuel?
Thank you, sir.
Hi, my name is Samuel. I'm from Argentina TV and president of the organization from Argentina of Buenos Aires. Cuando tocamos un tambor, se eleva nuestra alma hasta llegar muy lejos, al encuentro de nuestro acento. Cuando sentimos tocar un tambor, nuestra sangre corre, o mejor dicho, galopa, porque nuestro corazón se emociona cuando escuchamos un tambor. Lo sentimos y todo nuestro cuerpo se mueve al compás. Cuando tocamos, escuchamos, bailamos. Ay, África mía, ¿por qué te extraño tanto? ¿Por qué? Pero qué orgullosa me siento de tener el color de tu tierra en mi piel.
Thank you. And I just actually want to point out the fact that Samuel, it's only been in the United States for like 5 months. So he's, yes. Very good. Next, we have another poet, Tato Lavieras. His poem, The Salsa Bethesda Fountain, describes how the African beats have influenced our Latin culture. We have Emily. Yes, you're great.
Hi, my name is Emily Alfaro Vargas, and I'm from 4th grade. My teacher is Mrs. T. Smith. And today we're reading about Tato Laviera. Tato Laviera was born in May 9th, 1950. He was a Latino poet and playwright in the United States. Born Jesus Laviera Sanchez in Santurce, Puerto Rico. He moved to New York City at the age of 10 with his family to reside in the Lower East Side. Throughout his life, he was involved in various human rights organizations, but was best known as a renowned New Yorker poet. The Salsa of Bethesda Fountain. The internal feelings we release when we dance salsa is the song of Manu Dibango, screaming Africa, as if it were a night in El Barrio, when the congas are out. The internal soul of salsa is like Don Quixote de la Mancha, classical, but the roots are from long ago. The symbol of Cervantes writing in pain of a lost right arm and in society today. The cha-cha slow dance for fair. The internal spirit of salsa is an out bembe on Sunday afternoons, while Felipe flipped his sides of the Cuban-based salsa, which is also part of Africa, and a song of the Caribbean.
And last but not least, we have our last poet, Mary Grueso Romero. In her powerful poem, Negra Soy, or I Am Black, Mary shares her experiences as being Hispanic of Black descent. She questions why she's being called negra in terms of endearment, because in the US, there's a history of Black culture being demonized. But in reality, it makes each individual powerful.
Hello, my name is Emma Frankis, and I'm in third grade in Miss Bell's class. And I'm gonna read about Mary Grueso Romero. She was born in Guapi, Cauca, Colombia. She lives in Buenaventura. She has a degree in Spanish literature from the University of Quindío. Writer, poet, and oral narrator. She has a written, among others, the books El Otro Yo, Que Si Soy Yo, From the Trunk of the School, The Sea and You, Afro-Colombian Poetry, Negra Soy, and the compact disc, My People, My Land, and My Sea. In 1997, she received a recognition as the first consecrated woman poet of the Cauca Pacific, granted by the National Normal. She currently works as a teacher in Buenaventura, where she resides. ¿Por qué me dicen morena, si morena no es color? Yo tengo una raza que es negra, y negra me hizo Dios. Y otros arreglan el cuento, diciéndome de color, de que pa' endulzarme la cosa, y que no me ofenda yo. Yo tengo mi raza pura, y de ella orgullosa estoy, de mis ancestros africanos y del sonar del tambor. Yo vengo de una raza que tiene historia para contar, que rompiendo sus cadenas alcanzó la libertad. A sangre y fuego rompieron las cadenas de opresión y ese yugo esclavista que por siglos nos aplastó. La sangre en mi cuerpo se empieza a desbocar, se me sube a la cabeza y comienza a protestar. Yo soy negra como la noche, como el carbón mineral, como las entrañas de la tierra y como el oscuro pedernal. Así que no disimulen llamándome de color, diciéndome morena, porque negra es que soy yo.
Thank you, Natalia, Emily, Samuel, and Emma. And again, these are just some of our multilingual learners from Midtown. As you can see, they are at every different level. Like I said, actually, Emma also just got here about 6 months ago, and now you can see how much her English has gotten better, right? So again, proud teacher, beautiful students, proud of my school. Have a good evening.
I want to thank Ms. Bell and President Bell for doing such a wonderful job, as well as our other ESL teachers. As you can tell, our Ls are really doing an excellent job and really making Midtown proud. Again, when, as Ms. Bell had indicated, a quarter of our students are Ls. So, and again, most, Hispanic, as well as we have a lot of Haitian Creole in our building. So they do a wonderful job, and our ESL teachers, thank you so much.
That was funny. So good, Joe.
Good idea for next year.
Diana, can you move the minutes to Have it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Resolved that the Board of Education approve the minutes reorg meeting on January 3rd, 2020, session on January 29th, 2024, and a regular meeting of January 31st, 2024. So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by, I don't know. It's been moved by Ms. Harris and it's been seconded by Ms. Lashley. Any questions? No questions? You can call the roll.
Ms. Harris?
Aye.
Ms. Malcolm?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard?
Aye.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Puryear?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Abstain.
Thank you. Ms. Larson?
Abstain.
Madam Vice President?
Oftentimes, it may appear to members of our audience that the Board of Education takes action with very little comment, and in many cases, by unanimous vote, before a matter is placed on the agenda at a public meeting, administration has thoroughly reviewed the matter with the superintendent of schools. If the superintendent of schools is satisfied that the matter is ready to be presented to the members of the Board of Education, it is then referred to the appropriate board committees. The members of the board committees work with administration and the superintendent to assure that members fully understand the matter. When the committee is satisfied with the matter, it is presented to the Board of Education for discussion before a final action is taken. Only then is it placed on the agenda for action at a public meeting. All personnel motions are at the recommendation of the superintendent. All agenda postings are available for public review. In rare instances, matters are presented to the Board of Education for discussion. At the same meeting, the final action may be taken. Time will be allotted now for public comment. Each speaker may be allotted 3 minutes when recognized by the presiding officer. Individuals wishing to address the board shall be recognized by the presiding officer and shall give their name, address, group, if any, that they represent. Although the board encourages public participation, it reserves the right to the presiding officer to terminate remarks to and or by any individual not keeping with the conduct of a proper and efficient meeting. The board will not respond to questions during the public participation portion of the meeting involving the employment, appointment, termination of employment, negotiations, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance of, promotion or discipline of any specific, prospective, or current employee. Do we have anyone in the public who would like to speak? Anyone? State your name and address.
Good evening, Neptune Board of Education. My name is Nancy Phillips, and I'm a resident of Neptune, 415 Fisher Avenue. My son is a junior at Neptune High School. I was invited last week to attend the strategic planning meeting. I felt the meeting was a success. I loved it. It was a great fellowship. We got to interact with fellow parents, fellow teachers, fellow principals, and the Board of Education one-on-one. I truly enjoyed it, and I strongly recommend that in the future. I will attend all 3 of them. The only problem that I did have is that I sat at a table with another board member who shall be named nameless. And when I arrived at the table, because of personal interest and the board member does not like me, she abruptly grabbed her belongings, started mumbling, and she rudely walked out. I was embarrassed because I sat next to children. I was embarrassed because I sat next to a fellow Board of Ed meeting. I was embarrassed because I was sitting also next to a city councilman, but yet and still I held my composure. I didn't let that situation upset me like it could have, and I tried to handle it the best way that I could. Because I was personally invited here, and my child and my grandchildren are students of Neptune, and as long as I had children and grandchildren that are students, I am always welcome here, so even though it was a situation that, happened, for me, it's water underneath the bridge. I wash my hands of it, and you will see me in March's meeting. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed the meeting. Okay, anyone else? Public portion is closed. Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. I do want to also thank everyone who attended the strategic planning session. I too thought it was a wonderful session and that it was great to see so many stakeholders involved. I would personally like to thank so many staff members who came out. We had a lot of staff members here, so that was great. Thank you. Our next meeting is March 18th at 7 o'clock. So you're all
Here.
invited here. Yeah. 27 of our students have obtained the seal of biliteracy. Once again this year, that's up a handful of kids. Just a reminder that if we do not wear our pajamas inside out and we get no snow for the month of March, we will be off on March 24th. So we will approve that calendar change at our March meeting, May 24th, sorry. We will approve that change at the March meeting. Milani mentioned Les Mis next week. There is also a matinee on Saturday at 2. So if you would like to come out during the day, that will be happening. And I think that's it, Madam Vice President.
Okay, Ms. Hoffman, can you move the superintendent's report?
Thank you, Madam. And be it resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under superintendent's report as per document A, items 1 through 5. So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Ms. Harris?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard?
Aye.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Perrier?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Abstain from 4. Everything else, yes.
Thank you. Ms. Lashley?
Abstain from 4, aye to everything else.
Thank you. Madam Vice President?
Operations, Ms. Jones, you want to give your report?
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The meeting was held on February 20th at 4:30. Present were Ms. Hoffman, Mr. Hubbard, Ms. Jackson, Dr. Crater, and Mrs. Sala. Regarding finance, the committee was informed of the winter food service inspections being conducted by Advocate. The Department of Agriculture paperwork is in process for the extended year food service. The governor's budget address is scheduled for Tuesday, February 27th, with the state school aid figures to be released within 48 hours of the address. 3 public hearing budgets are due March 20th. Regarding facilities, Shark River Hills is scheduled over spring break for an electrical retrofit of the conduit to the chiller in the parking lot. A district-wide recoring of the elementary school's bathroom door hardware is also, scheduled and will be funded by the SDA grant. Regarding transportation, there is an ongoing need for special education emergency as students enter the district throughout the year. The committee discussed the Title I meetings and parental attendance. There was a discussion to clarify pool usage and student discounts. The issue of board meeting attendance was discussed as well as the attendance at the upcoming strategic planning meeting. Okay, and the committee had no further business and was adjourned at 4:46 p.m. Any questions?
No. Can you move the motion, Ms. Jones?
Operations?
Yes. Finance.
This one. Be resolved that the Board of Education approves items recommended by their superintendent on the finance as per document B1, items 1 through 7. So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Ms. Harris?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard?
Aye.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Perrier?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Aye.
Ms. Lashley?
Aye.
Madam Vice President?
All right, we have nothing for facilities, transportation. Mr. Hubbard, can you move that?
Thank you, Madam President. Be it resolved, the Board of Education approve item listed. Excuse me. Be it resolved, the Board of Education approve item recommended by the superintendent under transportation as per document B3, item 1 through 5. So move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Ms. Harris?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard?
Aye.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Perrier?
Aye.
Abstain.
Thank you.
I sure will.
Ms. Lashley?
Abstain.
Thank you. Madam Vice President?
Curriculum. Ms. Morgan, can you move the curriculum?
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under education special projects as per document C1, C1, items 1 through 2. So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Ms. Harris?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard?
Aye.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Perrier?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
I abstain from 2.
Ms. Lashley?
Abstain from number 2.
Thank you. Madam Vice President?
Yes, Ms. Lashley, can you move special education, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Vice President, be it resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under special education as per document C2, items 1 through 2. So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Ms. Harris?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard?
Aye.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Perrier?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Aye.
Ms. Lashley?
Aye.
Madam Vice President?
Yes, student activities, Ms. Lashley, Ms. Flynn, can you move our student activities?
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under student activities as per document C3, item 1. So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Ms. Harris?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard?
Aye.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Perrier?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Aye.
Ms. Lashley?
Aye.
Madam Vice President?
Personnel, Ms. Morgan, you want to give an update and move the motion?
Yes, we actually did not meet, the Personnel Committee did not meet this month. But I can move, thank you. Yep. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under personnel as per document D1, items 1 through 24. So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? Roll call.
Ms. Harris?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard?
Aye.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Perrier?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Abstain 7, 8, 11, 18, 19, 20.
Thank you. Ms. Lashley?
Abstain from 7, 8, 11, and 18 through 20.
Thank you. Madam Vice President?
Mrs. Harris, can you move the schedule of meetings, please?
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under document Z. So moved.
Been moved and
Second.
been moved and seconded by Ms. Lashley. Any questions? Roll call.
Ms. Harris?
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard?
Aye.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Perrier?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Aye.
Ms. Lashley? Madam Vice President?
Is there any old business? Any new business to come before the board?
I just have one thing. The Bradley Beach School Board would like to congratulate Dr. Crater on winning County Superintendent, and we appreciate all you do for our students.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And as a board, we would like to also congratulate Dr. Crater on our Superintendent of the Year.
Thank you.
I do have some sad news, so I wanted to bring it into new business. We have been informed today that longtime supporter and former board member, Mrs. Gizzi, passed this afternoon. Mrs. Gizzi has, of course, her husband works here, her daughter works here, her daughter-in-law works here. So I would ask that you keep the Gizzi family in your thoughts of prayers.
Thank you.
Do we have a motion? Well, we're not going into closing executive session. unless someone wants to. Anyone? No? Okay, can I have a motion to end the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Diana, Ms. Harris, and seconded by Ms. Lashley. Everyone have a good evening. And you told me she was way out.
Yeah.
I know, I told her.
Yeah, thank you.
I sent it to her.
And then I got nervous. I'm looking.
No, you did good.
I can do